Alright, what's up everybody? I have a case of boxes. That is 6 booster boxes of Star Wars Unlimited. It is 12:37 on Friday, March 8th, and we are going to open these bad boys and see if we get anything spicy. I'm not going to zoom through these and just hunt for legendaries or anything, because I like seeing all the, whatchamacallit, hyperspace cards and whatnot, so we will go at a not slow pace, but probably a moderate pace if you're just trying to zoom through these, so feel free to watch it 2 times or skip around, whatever you want to do. But here we go. Pack number 1. Boba Fett. Store Dark. It's a pretty good sealed / draft pack. Be pretty happy with all of these cards. Oh, and our first legendary. Got a plain old Cunning, regular version, and our foiled AT-AT suppressor. Not too shabby. Always good to see a legendary early. A few of the guys stayed at the store and started opening packs, and it looked like they have not seen a showcase in about 13 boxes, so we'll see if we get any luck and it's in our case. Foil Pathfinder and Fett's Fire Spray is always a fun rare to see. It is a good card. We're happy with that. You'll need 3 of them for sure if you ever plan on running Boba Fett. You got Thrawn. A-Wing's a great card. Don't get cocky. I don't know if you've watched Bobby Sapphire from K-Todd, but he's got a really spicy Don't Get Cocky deck right now. Feel free to check that out on Bobby's Secret Shorts on the K-Todd channel. Alright, 4th pack. Ooh, we got a pretty Echo base, hyperspace. Always a fan of that. Oh, that hyperspace metal ceremony looks great. Big fan of that. Roguard and then a foil Vanquish. Not bad, not bad. Alright, this is pack 5, I believe. Another Boba. Good old Barrage. The Hyperspace Barrage is great looking. Ooh, Hyperfoil Resupply. Fantastic. Big happy with that. And our second legendary, the Devastator. This is my second copy. I opened one at the pre-release, so not too mad about that. Obviously would love to get a playset of Vader, Luke, and Boba, and the Falcon. I think those are my 4 most desired legendaries, and probably the 4 most expensive on the secondary market, but we'll see how we turn out. Gotta have the namesake, of course. Another Barrage. So Traitorous is our rare, and we got a foil Kanan. So, not bad, not bad. Alright, get a Leia pack. See if she's got any good luck for us. Ooh, Hyperspace Hera. That's very nice. I dig it. Got a Tarkin Town in our rare slot and a foil Open Fire. Shout out to the Golden Dice podcast. They spoiled that card. So we're still at 2 legendaries, about an 1/8 of the way through, or sorry, about a 1/3 of the way through the box. Let's see what we got. Ooh, Hyper Boba. Gotta play your Boba Fett's in style. I think that's my 2nd or 3rd of him in hyperspace. Since he's a common leader, I have several copies of him already, but not mad to see that. So we got a Hyperfoil ATST, that's pretty sweet, and Relentless in our rare slot. Okay, let's see here. What you got for me, pack? Just regular old Tarkin. More ATSTs. Hyperspace Viper Probe Droid. Really like the look of that. All the Hoth cards look great on Hyperspace. Hyperspace 97th Legion's pretty sweet. Sneak attack in the rare slot, and a traitorous foil. Always good to see the foil in the upgraded to a rare. Rares and legendaries are definitely the cards we're not confident we'll have a playset of after this case. So always happy to see more in those hyperspace slots. That means we're coming out further ahead than we expected. Okay, Strafing Gunship is our rare. Decent card, and First Legion Snow Trooper is our foil, which isn't super pringly or anything. So these boxes in Texas have come out alright. We have decent humidity right now, so I'm sure everybody's mileage is going to vary on that, but another rare leader, Cassian Andor. I've actually already got a play set of regular foil, hyperspace, and hyperfoil attack pods from my community event box, so that was pretty sweet. Got a hyperspace Vanguard infantry. I see a hyperfoil at the back, so that's cool. Search your feelings, and then hyperfoil takedown. I do like that. That is sweet, and a very playable card. Very nice. So we're at 3 hyperfoils through the box. I have, looks like maybe half the packs left, a little under that. So I think we're coming out ahead there because of the community event. It felt like most boxes had about 4 of them. So let's see. Hyperspace Scoutback Pursuer, pretty. Another Ruthless Raider, for a cause I believe in, which I only have 1 or 2 of these, so nice to complete the playset. And then a foil Bail Organa, his dudeness's favorite card. He's always a fan of pulling that in draft or sealed. Shout out Outmaneuver Podcast. IG, one of the best leaders in the set. Hyperspace Ruck. That's pretty sweet. When there was an uncommon upgraded to it. We like that. Jedi Lightsaber in the rare slot, and a foil Restored Arc. Pretty sweet. Alright. Need some more legendaries in these last few packs. Leia. And it seems like the distribution typically is about 4 rare leaders in a box and then 20 commons. Palpatine is a rare and a foil takedown. Not as cool as our hyper foil, but we'll take it. Alright, looks like about 8 packs left. Got a Boba Fett again. Got a playset of 3 Boba Fetts. Not that we need 3, but you know, never hurts to be prepared. Hyperspace Force Choke's pretty sweet. There's a 3rd legendary, Avenger, and a foil Gamorrean Guards. So this is the Star Destroyer box apparently. We got Devastator, we got Avenger, and a Cunning, which is actually my 3rd Cunning. I opened a regular and hyperspace Cunning at the community event, so I can start playing a mono yellow deck if I chose. I see a hyperfoil at the back. It's always exciting. Got a hyperspace bounty hunter crew. Looks pretty good. Hyperspace pirated starfighter. Emperor's Legion in the rare slot. A hyperfoil Aztec Liberator gunship. Pretty sweet. So that's our 4th hyperfoil in the first box. I am totally fine with continuing to open more of those. They have really nailed that effect. Got a hyperspace Catacombs of Cadera, which I don't think I had a hyperspace red common base yet. So that'll help fill out the collection for draft. Ooh, hyperspace red 3. That's sweet. Followed by an actual red 3. And a foil No Gonna Be Dead. Very nice. Very nice. Well, let's see if I can get another legendary or 2 out of this box. Ooh, hyperspace Sabine. I dig that. I like that you can see more of the art over here. It's very cool. It's one of the things I appreciate most about the hyperspace cards is just the more art you unlock on the sides. Security complex in our rare slot, and then a foil wilderness fighter. Okay. I'm gonna have to pull a box over here to start putting pack trash in after this box. So, hyperspace Gramoff token. Pretty sweet. I think I have like 3 hyperspace of him already, so that'll probably get passed on to someone else locals. Delmico in the rare. Oh baby. Hyperfoil Darth Vader. Let's go. That might be the most expensive non-showcase card in the set. That's actually my 3rd Darth Vader as well, so that's a huge win. Great pull. Alright, got about 5 packs left, it looks like. There's a Hyperspace Administrator's Tower. Hyperspace Precision Fire. Pretty fun card in limited play. Always a fan of the Bamboozle. I know some people hate it, but I've just grown attached to it. Hyperspace Rogue Squadron Skirmisher again. All the Hoth art looks fantastic in hyperspace. Bail Organa and oh, we got a great box. This is a banger. Foil Boba Fett. So it's up to 5 legendaries in this box. Pretty awesome. I mean, about the only thing that could close us out is the showcase. Obviously, legendary Luke Skywalker would also be insane at this point. But already super happy with 5 legendaries in a box. Especially with a Hyperfoil Vader. Unreal. Hyperspace Cantina Braggart. Power of the Dark Side. One of my favorite arts in the set. Rebel Salt, Saw Gerrera, and a foil ATST. Okay. 3 packs to go. And it really is satisfying to open these paper packs. Another Leia. Hyperspace Waylay. I actually opened a Hyperfoil Waylay at the pre-release, and that was really sweet. Frontline Shuttle is the rare, and a foil Echo Base Defender. Okay. Pack 23. Got 1 left after this. Shout out Death Trooper, one of the cards we spoiled. Zeb is pretty cool. Ooh, a Bombing Run is a rare, and then a foil Rogue Operative. Very nice. Alright, last pack of box 1. Let's get a banger to go out with, huh? How about that? How about that? Okay. Jin is a rare leader, and then a hyper. This is like my 5th hyperspace Dagobah Swamp, so might have to send one of those to Bobby Sapphire. He is loving that card. Jabba's a rare, and a foil Force Surrender for box 1. Alright. So, pretty happy with those results. We got Hyperfoil Darth Vader, we got a foil Boba Fett, we got the Devastator, Avenger, and my 3rd copy of Cunning. So, pretty solid box 1. We'll get into box 2 here in a second. Alright, we're back at it with box 2. See if we can have as solid pools as we did in box 1. We had 5 legendaries, highlighted by that Hyperfoil Darth Vader, of course. Got my box of trash ready to go, so hopefully we don't pile up the packs this time. Yeah, let's get cooking. We gotta start with Thrawn pack. Homie is gonna take care of us, as far as I'm concerned. So we got Tarkin as our leader. Shout out Death Trooper. Shout out Inferno 4, another card we spoiled. Wedge Antilles is the rare, and a foil Seasoned Shore Trooper. Always a fan. One of the better 2-drops in the villain side. Hero has the best 2-drops in the game probably, but you know, use what you can work with. Shout out Outmaneuver Podcast. General Krell as our rare, and a foil Crafty Smuggler. I don't think our homie Pong Krell's going to be doing much in set 1, but maybe in the future he'll have some nasty combo to go with him. Card draw is interesting. Got a Hyperspace Capital City. Hyperspace DJ Dispatcher. Mace Window. And foil Dooku as so that's our first legendary of this box. Not too bad, not too bad. You know, it somewhat feels like a bummer to open Mace Window as legendary, just knowing that we're gonna get, you know, several copies of him come May for store showdowns, but he's still a really cool card. So we got Hyperspace Jin and Chopper Base. Pretty cool. Actually opened 2 of the Jin hyperspaces at my last pre-release, so probably give that off to a local. Hyperspace Open Fire, which is real sweet. Again, they really nailed the hyperspace effect in this game. Another Palpatine and foil Benthic 2 tubes. Okay, Chewbacca. Give us something good, baby. Oh, Hyper Palp. Like that. Okay, Cloud City Wingguard. Jawa, shout out. Seen a lot of Yodas lately. Obviously, the Outmaneuver Podcast, big fans. Galactic Ambition is our rare, and this foil 7th Fleet Defender. Not bad, not bad. I think I'd do a better job of opening these packs than I do. But, you know, do what you can. That's a pretty art. Hyperspace Regional Sympathizers. Outmaneuver just all over my box. Fallen Lightsaber and a foil Asteroid Sanctuary. Very nice, very nice. Another Palpatine. Not hyperspace this time. Hyperspace Surgical Droid. Callus is our rare. And a foil Snow Trooper Lieutenant. Shout out Roll On Gaming. Those guys spoiled that guy. Big fans of the podcast. Kevin may be a little bit deranged trying to play Thrawn into everything, but hey, we love the guy. Actually opened a Hyperfoil Moment of Peace over the weekend that looks really sweet. It's interesting kind of the different hues that pop out of those Hyperfoils sometimes. So we got a foil Keep Fighting and the rare is Frontline Shuttle. Currently the only card in the game that lets you attack with an exhausted unit. So it's an interesting effect. Hasn't really found a home as far as a meta deck yet though. Somebody tried running it the other day in a Top Cut tournament. Power of the Dark Side, love it. Jedi Lightsaber and then a foil Cantina Braggart. Alright. So far just legendary Mace kind of highlighting this box. No hyperfoils yet in this box. Shout out Jawas. Ooh, that is pretty. Hyperspace Rallying Cry. Relentless as the rare and a foil System Patrol Craft. Alright, Chewbacca pack. Time for something special, huh? Give us something good. Okay, Krennic. Good old Bamboozle. Ooh, Hyperspace Wolf. Very nice. Ruck is our rare and a foil Cell Block card. Okay. Nothing spicy. Maybe Leia's got something good for us. Got Han in the leader slot. Yeah, I can see that thing back there too. I know you're peeping it. Ooh, legendary vigilance. And a hyperfoil surprise strike. Dig it. And there's our first hyperfoil and second legendary of this box. I think that's my second vigilance overall. I opened one at pre-release weekend. I think I have a command, 3 cunnings, 2 vigilance, and no aggression so far. Okay, hyperspace Leia. Dig it. Ah, our 4th Darth Vader. Just a regular this time, but hey. And he's probably the most expensive card in the set, so we're pretty happy to open more of him for trade bait. Hyperspace IG-88. Pretty. Fangfighter, great sideboard card for red. Viper Prodroid, probably the best villain 2-drop just because of the options it presents for villain. Having 3 power. Hyperfoil Wedge is pretty. Seems a little dark, so it actually doesn't have too much foiling to it, it feels like. And then Del Miko is our rare. Alrighty. Crack a pack. Jen. Ooh, Hyperspace Command Center. Actually opened a Hyperspace ECL over the weekend at pre-release, so that was pretty sweet. Hyperspace Steadfast Battalion. I have a couple of those already. Ooh, Hyperspace Home 1. Oh, and that was in the uncommon slot. So that was a big upgrade. You're My Only Hope and Starwing Scout in the foil slot. Okay. Big fan of that. Leia. I feel like I'm going to have several sets of commons to give out to people. Shout out Jawa, Heroic Sacrifice, and a foil OB. Not as cool as the Hyperspace OB, which I actually like the Hyperspace OB over the Hyperfoil. The Hyperfoil comes off a little darker than the Hyperspace, which has just more red hue to it, but still, happy to open that anytime. OB is a card that every villain deck that plays with green is going to run for a very long time, probably until it rotates out, so happy to open extra copies of that. Chirrut, he was actually the last leader I needed, but I got 2 of them over at pre-release weekend. Kestra City Hyperspace, love it. Yeah, hyperfoiled the back. Ooh, Hyperspace Death Star Stormtrooper. I do like the OP version of that as well, so U-Wing and reinforcements and a Hyperfoil Power Failure. So I think this is actually my 3rd copy of U-Wing finally, so I can play Casino Han now and be the cool kid too. Would not mind another legendary in this box, but no, I'm already coming out ahead with 4. Bamboozle. So foil resupply and strafing gunship in the rare slot. Not too shabby. Looks like we got about 4 packs left in this box, or is that 6? Yeah, I think it's 6. So 3/4 of the way through. Our first Iden. I have copies of her, but I hadn't seen one tonight, so. Hyperspace Cargo Juggernaut, very sweet. Smoking Cinders and a foil Admiral Akbar. Pretty cool. Keep forgetting to just toss the trash to my right. Probably should have put the box on the left, but realistically, it's kind of awkward to reach over no matter where it is. Okay. Yeah, a couple hyperspaces back there. We'll see him, we'll see him. So we got a Cartel Spacer. Very cool. Electrostaff in the rare and a Hyperfoil Confiscate. Not sure we'll ever run that in Constructed deck, but cool to have a Hyperfoil if we do. Not mad about it. Ooh, Hyperspace Outer Rim Headhunter. Sparkle Rebellion is a rare, and a foil Rugged Survivors. Not bad. Okay, last 3 packs. Not expecting much here. We're technically ahead already, so we'll see what happens. Nothing pretty in this pack. So we got Jeddah City in our rare slot, and then a foil tag. Last 2 packs. Chewbacca. Be interesting to see if he finds a real home going forward. Hyperspace Reedstock might be the worst card in the set 1, just playability wise. Speed Run's great. Rare in the Han Solo, and a foil Disarm. Restock just doesn't have play because putting cards at the bottom of your deck has no impact since you don't draw them again, typically in Constructed, unless you're playing like Control. And Mill is not a thing competitively, so right now that card just seems worthless. Nothing wrong with it. Might find a home one day, but right now, no. I had no choice as the rare. Ooh, foil Jeddah City. Very cool. Alright, so that's box 2. Got the Legendary Mace, Legendary Vigilance, Legendary Vader, and a Hyperspace Home 1. Alright, see you at box 3. Alright, time for box 3. Maybe this is finally the moment we open a showcase. Wouldn't that be nice? Odds are we don't. But of the 13 boxes my buddies have opened so far, nobody got one. So maybe we'll get lucky. Only one way to find out. It's your boy Chirrut. Hyperspace Ardent Sympathizer. And Galactic Ambition as a rare, and a Patrolling V-Wing. Not the best pack. Not the most exciting things, but hey. Chirrut is going to be a pretty interesting Constructed leader, being one of the only Force leaders, and he comes out the earliest of them all. Hyperspace Underworld Thug, because Vader comes out at 7. Well, Hyperspace Sabine's great. Oh, there's our first Super Laser Blast, and a foil Ghost. Chirrut comes out at 5, Luke comes out at 6, Vader at 7, Grand Inquisitor at 6, so he's kind of in a unique spot as one of the only leaders, or I guess the only leader, that comes out that early with the Force tag, and kind of has that ability that lends him towards being a Voltron, being able to stick a lot of upgrades on him. Hyperspace Cassian here, pretty sweet. Always a fan of the Death Trooper. Hyperspace ATST. I feel like ATST is the card I've opened a ton of variants for, and there's a Hyperfoil Resilient. That's pretty. Gideon Hask being a rare. I opened a Hyperfoil ATST, a foil, and then a Hyperspace. Got the whole set. That's one of those cards you're probably not going to see a ton in Constructed, so. Green Squadron A-Wing, one of the better 2-drops in the game. Being able to swing for 3 in space is pretty strong. Another red 3, and then a foil Lethal Insurgent. Alright, get into this Chewie pack. Got another Leia. I do love the Devotion. I bet that's a pretty sweet hyperfoil. And then we have a foil Baze Malbus. Regional Governors are rare. Not the most exciting rare, but she'll definitely have a place in the meta at some point. Whether it's Thrawn decks that can kind of see what's going on and know what to call. Man, the Hyperspace Chewie looks pretty good. I mean, I'm gonna say it again, Hyperspace cards are fantastic, and they really nailed that effect. They're gonna be dead. Lando Calrissian in the rare slot, and a foil Consortium Star Viper. I don't know why I always try to call that something different. But it's of the Consortium, you know? That's what it is. Another Chewie. So this is probably one of the most interesting limited cards, because it just has a lot of play in Drafted and Sealed, just because there's always a lack of space units. Ooh, Hyperspace Han is pretty cool. Emperor's Legion in the rare. Man, that card. The extra blast aura, or blaster aura. I really like that. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Good gosh, it's late. What are we doing? We're opening cards. That's what we're doing. Shout out Death Trooper. Ooh, Hyperspace Super Laser Tech. I do have a hyperfoil of him as well. He is awesome. Then we got a hyperfoil Gladiator Star Destroyer and Admiral Akbar in the rare slot. So still just the Super Laser Blast on the legendary front thus far for this box. Got a Hyperspace Catacombs of Kandera. Staff in the rare, and a foil 4-Cause, I believe in. I think that gives me a playset of 4-Cause finally. The Kiwi. Happy to have that. It's definitely one of the better cards in the game, and it'll be playable for a long time. Just having a burn spell and then being able to sort your cards is very strong. Hyperspace Administrator's Tower. Sabine. Shout out Outmaneuver Podcast, foil edition. Let's throw some of this trash away. Alright, double Chewbacca pack coming up. Maybe that has some good indications. Got a Hera Leader. Shout out Jawa Scavenger, the namesake of the Garbage Rollers. Got a foil Surprise Strike and Sneak Attack in the rare slot. Second Chewie back. Double or nothing. Got another Boba Fett. Devotion's still a great art. There's my first aggression pool. Legendary card, and then a foil Viper Probe Droid. I had not pulled an aggression up to this point, so happy to see that. Like I said, I already have 3 Cunnings. What did I open? A Vigilance, so I'm at 2 Vigilance, 1 Command, and 1 Aggression now. So I think the double aspect legendaries aren't going to be super popular in the first set, but they're going to be cards that definitely cook over time. You're definitely going to see a lot more of them going forward as that card pool gets bigger, assuming they keep pushing the double aspect cards. Hyperspace Resupply again, very cool. Ooh, Redemption and a foil Carabast. Very nice, very nice. Another Thrawn pack. Give me another Chewbacca. Guardian of the Wheels in hyperspace, very nice. Ooh, I like that. Hyperspace TIE Advanced. Miko is my foil, and Wolf is my rare. Not too shabby. Got double Leia pack and sitting in the box now. Jin. before. We spoiled that card. Security Complex in the rare slot, and a foil Regional Sympathizers. Okay. Pretty sure I have a couple copies of all the rare bases at this point. Wouldn't mind hyperfoils. I do have a Hyperspace ECL, which is very cool looking. But hyperfoil bases definitely seem like the way to go. Hyperspace Consular Security Force. Shout out to Ice Cave Radio. Count Dooku is the rare, and a foil Death Star Stormtrooper. Alright, double Chewbacca pack sitting here. Ooh, another Hyperspace Sabine. Still very pretty, and you get that extra art graffiti on the Hyperspace that you don't see on the normal card. Big fan of that kind of stuff. Don't get cocky. And a foil Waylay. Okay. What you got for me, Chewie? Anything good? Hyperspace Krennic. That's nice. Very cool. Gorilla Attack Pod. Hyperspace Aztec Liberator Gunship. Ooh, home one. That's my second home one. And a Hyperfoil General Tag. So that's my third legendary in the box. They've all been regulars. So don't expect to see another legendary unless it's a foil or a hyperspace at this point. We've kind of hit our quota of 3 legendaries in the regular capacity of the 1 in 8 packs. Another hyperspace Stake of a Swamp. A-Wing still great. Ooh, Hyperspace Ghost, very cool. Bendu and a foil Rebel Assault. Bendu is a tough card. Like, mono blue in general just has weird stuff going on that doesn't feel great yet. But I do feel like all the other double aspects, it's going to get much better over time. Hyperspace Attack Pattern Delta is very cool. And 7th Sister in the rare slot. Foil Tie Advanced. And we got 4 packs left in this box. Okay. Ooh. We got a 4th legendary. Very nice. It's my first Falcon, actually. And a Hyperfoil Jetta Agitator. Happy to see another Falcon. That's probably in the top 4 of legendaries for set 1. You definitely have Vader, Boba, and Luke at the top, but I don't think Falcon's that far behind. I think it'll definitely fetch some good money and be one of the more valuable ones. It's just such a good unit. The only thing stopping it from being all over the meta is that Hero Yellow just doesn't have a lot of play. Ruck in the rare slot, and a foil Jet Agitator. Not as cool as the Hyperfoil we just opened, but I'll take it. Alright, last 2 packs have Chewbacca on the front. Let's see what we get. Grand Admiral Thrawn. Battlefield Marine, potentially the best 2-drop in the game. Who knew a 3/3 could just be so good? Hyperspace Surprise Strike is very good. Big fan of that. Bail Organa in the rare slot, and a foil Battlefield Marine. Alright. Last pack for box 3. Let's see what we got. Another Krennic. And Hyperspace Echo Base. I dig it. Power of the Dark Side, still rocking that great art. Cody Rook and a foil Death Trooper. Alright, so that's 3 boxes in, and we're at 13 legendaries opened. Pretty good spread. I've only seen 1 Falcon, 1 Super Laser Blast, and I have seen no Luke Skywalkers in about 5 boxes worth now, so counting pre-releases and whatnot. So we'll see if we find them in the last 3.